Hey, Shalom, Moray Josiah here from the Spirit of Yah down here in Jacksonville, Florida. Today's date is July the 1st, 2024. And the reason why I'm saying that is so that if you decide to check out this lesson that we did last Shabbat, you will know that it was the Shabbat before July 1st. I forgot what date it was, but you will find it on our The Spirit of Yah YouTube page where we go live there every Shabbat at 1:30ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Last Shabbat lesson was a crucial lesson. It's entitled "The Wilderness, the Place of Safety During the Great Tribulation." Okay. Um, Most people that read the Bible know that in the last days there's going to be a period of time called the Great Tribulation. Many Christians believe in what they call the rapture, which is a dynamic of the Christians being mysteriously taken away before the time of the Great Tribulation, which is when this entity known as the Antichrist or the abomination that makes it desolate, when he will reign over the earth, and he will bring out one of his tools called the mark of the beast, wherewith you needed to buy and sell. Like I said, if you're a Bible reader, you may be familiar with this. So again, many Christians are under the impression, and it's not anywhere in the Bible, this impression that the Messiah is gonna take them up into heaven. They're gonna vanish or whatever, and they're gonna escape the great tribulation. The Bible does not teach that. What the Bible do teach for the righteous believers is those that can see what's going on, that it'll be a period of time where they will have to flee in the wilderness. And that's what the lesson is about. So last Shabbat was part one of this lesson. If it sounds interesting, I would like for you all to go check it out on our The Spirit of Yah channel, okay? I'm going to just give a tidbit of something, of one of the passages, one of the many passages that we read last Shabbat pertaining to this. And we're going to be doing the part two of this live this coming Shabbat. So definitely tune in. But check this out, Revelation 12th chapter. I just want to just share a little bit with you here. Revelation 12th chapter, verse 1. It says, "And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered." This woman represents the nation of Israel. We go into detail on a lesson. I'm not going to go into detail right now, but she's the nation of Israel. The child represents Yeshua, the Messiah. This is who the child represents, okay? Verse 2 says, "And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered." Okay? Um, And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which is ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And she brought forth the man child who was to rule all nations with the rod of iron. And her child was caught up unto Elohim and to his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared of Elohim, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. Okay, that's 1,260 days. Okay, That equates to a 3.5 year time period that the woman, Israel, escaped into the wilderness where she could escape this period of time that is called the Great Tribulation. Okay, skip down with me though to verse let me see, verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child. So again, this woman represents the nation of Israel. And when I say nation of Israel, I'm not talking about that state of Israel that's over there in the land right now that's occupied and ran by people that are not Israelites. They are not Israelites, okay? The Israelites have been scattered throughout the world, and I'm not going to get too deep into that, but that's who the Israelites are, okay? They have been scattered, enslaved throughout the world, okay? Um, a little bit more on that later. For more information on that, just check out our channel. But anyway, this is what this serpent did. Uh, let me see. What did I leave off at? What did I leave off? 13. Right. So the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth and he persecuted the woman, okay, the Israelites, which brought forth the man child, okay. 14. And to the woman were given two wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is nourished for a time, times and a half a time from the face of the serpent. Okay. So again, that time and time and a half of times is again 3.5 years. Okay. And where did she flee into? She went into the wilderness. Watch this. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. Now, this is symbolically speaking, but it is something that has absolutely happened on the earth, whereas the dragon is trying to go after the righteous remnant who were given wings to flee into the wilderness. Okay. All right. And verse 17 says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. The remnant of her seed are also Israelites, but they did not take the time to flee into the wilderness when the signs told them that they needed to get there, okay? They didn't get a chance to go. So they still stayed in mainstream civilization where they either had to take the mark or die. Those are the only two choices they have. Okay. So that's what the dragon did. He couldn't catch the remnant that went into the wilderness. So he goes after the remnant that was left behind. Okay. And again, the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Elohim and have the testimony of Yahshua Hamashiach. Okay, Yahshua the Messiah. So I just wanted to read that because I wanted to show you that the righteous, according to the scriptures, are those who keep the commandments of Elohim, which is the commandments of the Father, and have a testimony or belief or are under the blood of Yahshua Hamashiach. Check out the fullness of this lesson, though, in YouTube, the Spirit of Yah, and then check out part 2 live Saturday. at 1:30. Shalom.